By the way, it's the rundown. It's Tuesday. It's June 24th. It is brought to you by Movement Watches. URL mvmt.com/rundown. 15% off and free shipping, free returns. Movement Watches start at just $95 at the department store. You're looking at $400 to $500. Do the math. That's a huge discount. You look good. Keeping you entertained over there, Rapaport.
Yeah, you ready?
Welcome to the rundown. We're live.
Are we going or what?
Yeah, no, we're live. We're live. Movement is also in the sunglasses game now, so why pay $200 for shades? You can get them at $70. Do we have any of those? That'd be good from the
I don't
ad
have them
staff.
here, but I wear they're my shades for
Oh,
the
you
sun.
have them?
Yeah.
I'd like to see
Black
those.
frames. Got like a bluish, like mirrory.
Oh, I may
lens.
actually have a pair of those as well. I didn't think they were Movement, but I didn't know they got in the watch game. Good for them. So Rapaport, newest Barstool employee, is in the house. He's doing the 3-on-3 thing. We're talking the NC State guy, Bob. What's your name? John. Just to clarify, Sean.
Bob, John, Sean.
You just said it was Bob.
Yeah.
No, he said it was Bob.
That was a wild
He
guess.
said it was
You can know
Sean.
these interns'
He said it
names?
was John.
John. He's an intern.
I got a question. Tell me when I could chime in on the
You can
question.
chime in with this question.
I noticed this fucking guy. He has two interns.
Well, I have one. Hank has one.
What do I got to do while I'm in New York? I'm in the New York area, my own city. Newest Barstool employee to get an intern.
You'll probably get one just by asking.
Hang around long
Just
enough.
take one of these. We got enough lying around that do
but I don't
shit.
wanna do the
Like, who
vetting
the fuck's
process.
that kid?
Yeah, that's the bitch, right? I don't have
Take that kid.
You got one?
He already
I got-
got him to get coffee for him.
Who?
See?
Take,
He's doing just fine.
whoa.
I got you a straw. Just
What is a
relax.
fucking milkshake or a coffee? What the
You
fuck
said
is
a
That's not a
vanilla
coffee.
latte. You said a vanilla latte.
vanilla latte? I didn't say milk with coffee.
That's a cup.
I said
Thank you,
coffee
Liam.
with a little.
Thank you.
What is this?
Who are you?
He's Hank's intern.
Who? Hank has an intern?
But Dave, I'm just saying.
Dude, everyone has an
Like,
intern.
like you're
Frankie
supposed to
Borelli has an intern. Like everyone's got an intern.
Who has an intern?
Frankie Borelli, who's?
Brendan.
We should just go around and see who do you report to?
I don't have an intern.
Frankie's.
Yeah, he's Frankie. So you have an intern, kind of.
Your intern's just full time.
What kind of intern brings this back?
That's
What is this shit? I'm not even gonna taste this.
Who do you guys report to?
I'm not even gonna taste
Oh, by the way,
this.
the best part about Sean, he's Tex's intern, and Tex just uses him to Photoshop fat pictures of me all day. That's literally his only job.
Sean's actually fairly talented.
He is.
But he
the
just to
torrent guy.
go back, he's like, I torrented, I didn't torrent that. Then someone sent a screenshot of the computer literally torrenting the download material. And so it's you. If you torrent, it's always you. So Sean, I don't care.
torrent guy.
But like, it's you. And now on to the subject. Because we've got a lot of subjects to talk.
The question is, the question that I have is,
What
when
did
I'm
you
in
order?
New- when
What was
I,
that?
I'm not
But what
even
did you
gonna
say?
taste it. I said an iced vanilla latte.
So that could be that.
That's what that is. Take a sip.
That looks like
This
a cup
is
of milk.
a fucking cup
Just take
of
a
milk.
But a latte,
sip.
is
Ice in
not, a
it.
latte is not a normal coffee.
Lattes with milk. That's good.
No, this is
Come
like
on.
some chai concoction bullshit.
But then why'd you order an iced latte? That's what that, you want coffee, you say iced coffee.
No, an iced
want
Yeah,
vanilla.
you know what you are?
sausage?
You're LA. You're like super LA. Like you order coffees now latte style.
The real question is I'm the newest Barstool employee, right?
Yep.
I hemmed and hawed. I made it
yeah.
here. I asked a couple of questions.
Yeah, right.
Okay? And I'm saying when I'm in New York, my city, okay, I'm running around, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. What the fuck do I got to do to get
So what
my
do you
own
want?
intern?
What you want?
Honestly,
just a
just-
New York intern that just shows up when you're
When
here.
you're here.
So it's like
And
a
then what did you
Rapaport
do,
schedule. It's
other,
like
75%
a
of the
I'm
jigsaw
sure you'll
puzzle?
find, teach them how to make a coffee for your guests when I'm not here.
Rapport, do you want your sausage?
So for those
see.
listening, Rapport wants, I guess, an
you trade
intern that
sausage?
only shows up when Rapport's
we got milk
in New
and
York,
sausage
which is
for
like
Rapaport here.
4.
What is going on now? This is going to be a 3-hour rundown.
What is that? What?
fucking- it's-
sausages. I asked if he wanted a sausage. He said, I'll have a sausage.
That's gross. Why are you doing that for lunch?
Smells.
Is this some
hot,
stick that I don't know
delicious.
about?
Billy, come take
It
it
is.
back. Take it back. We'll eat it after.
What is this?
Whatever. I'm out on this.
Take it back. We'll eat it after.
Billy.
What is the shtick that this is?
It's
What-
just
not hot.
bullshit.
Yes, there is. There's not sausages being
so
served
We're,
far-
we're on
in
a
the middle of a
diet.
rundown as not part of
I'm
the
on
shtick.
inflation.
We do this every day.
What is that?
We're on a diet. So we're eating.
I'm
meat.
not.
He asked.
So it's
I was
like,
like, "Do you
what
want
is that
food?"
called? The Atkins diet?
Yeah, and Rapaport came in and basically demanded everything. I was like, "What do you
Oh,
want?
yeah.
I'll go get you coffee. We'll get you lunch." Like,
And you got milk and sausage.
Yeah.
I want a
Only the
recliner.
best
I
for
want a
you.
recliner that stays back, the coffee the way I want it, and a sausage with a
You
napkin.
can put your feet up. And,
Who the fuck hands you 4 sausages with no napkin? Like no nothing.
I don't understand the sausage thing. I guess diet. Let's get into the subjects because we actually have a good board of subjects today. We're going to start with Lavar Ball. He was on the WWE. Now I'm going to say something. I had not made my mind up totally on Lavar Ball. I'm going to lead off saying he's my favorite human right now
the world.
who's
Absolutely.
alive. And the thing that pushes him over the top, because I don't think he planned it, is his strut that he has, that he does this with like the arms, which he did when he walked into that TV show.
the pipes are about to
Sorry,
explode.
there was like very weird sounds emanating from the pipes. But that strut he did, which is not intentional, and then
When he
did,
walked out, it's first that, and then
yeah,
like, the
and
swim,
then but
it's
then
unbelievable.
he runs with the swim.
Yeah.
Everything about it, I think he's the best thing that's happened in the NBA maybe in 100 years.
In the NBA, in the WWF, and everything.
Everything.
In the fucking world.
Rapport, we'll start with you. You're the new guy, so.
I'll say that now that I see that he's in on the joke,
Self-aware. Yeah.
I like him more. I like him more.
Yeah,
like him more.
I think he's a showman. I think he's a hype man.
I think he's a
And
he's
I think
like-
people who take him too seriously hate him, and it's like, look
I
at him.
agree.
He's fucking. He's
He's
shredded
like-
by
he's
the way.
like
He
the
popped
Apollo
out.
Creed.
I could
Stunning
not
when he
believe how
took the
ripped he
shot.
was.
he's the Apollo Creed of the NBA.
Yeah.
yeah.
That made no sense. But
No, I
No.
think so. He's like a performer.
Apollo Creed, though, was.
Apollo Creed was shit talking, stirring things up, showman. Remember he
Dressing
came out with
ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
the Uncle Sam hat and all that stuff. You
made
ever
it-
saw
yeah,
Rocky?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your favorite sports movie? Field of
Rocky.
Dreams?
No, I like Rocky.
Okay, Apollo Creed, he played a little part in Rocky.
I know. Coming to America, James Brown. Trust me, I know. Trust me.
Did you watch it, Dave? Did you watch besides?
I've only seen the highlights.
So, Dave, you obviously are an old school wrestling fan. When he was in the middle of the ring, the entire crowd was booing him, and he had the mic in his hand. It was the
Thriving.
most natural fit I've ever
Thriving.
seen. Like he needs to just stop being Lonzo's dad and be in the WWE.
And I think the WWE, if I'm reading it, like the hardcore fans, not Robbie Fox not included, don't like him because he's not like a wrestling guy, right?
Which is crazy because he's like so perfect for wrestling.
that makes it better though, like real hate.
Right.
Like, get him out
Right.
when he's dancing around.
The
when
fact
he
that
went
the
off the
wrestling
ropes.
fans can't take him for what he's worth. is
Right.
wild. That's what wrestling
know what?
is. in
You
TV.
gotta-
That they take that seriously.
Yeah.
That you have to be a real wrestler.
That's why wrestling fans are the best.
You got to
Yeah,
be able
yeah.
to take a bump.
Yeah.
That's what they
You
say.
got
Like they hate that with Shane McMahon.
Yes.
That's like they're like, get him out. He can't
Until he
wrestle.
jumped off
and
a
then he
fucking
took
building.
a bump. They're like, oh, Shane can take
Yeah,
a
well,
bump,
like-
and then they love him.
But if Vince is smart here, he puts LeVar in the corporate office and has it be like,
mean, he should be
LeVar's
the
now
champion.
running Raw.
And they used to do those promos all the time where it was like behind the scenes. So it's like LeVar Ball just walk around like pushing papers off desks.
Yes.
Yeah, things
Yes.
like that.
Also, LiAngelo is just gonna kill himself at this point.
How
right?
old is that kid?
He's
No,
he's
no.
older than LaMelo.
Wait, Leandro,
Wait.
the middle one?
The
Yeah,
one
he's
that
left
wasn't
out
there.
everything.
Yeah.
He doesn't want anything to do with it because he's not going to start his first year in college.
Well,
he
how
wants
old
to be
was
on
the
the
kid in
radar?
the ring?
The
Like
kid in the ring's
17,
15.
16.
No,
Yeah.
the kid in the ring's 15.
15.
You know what I liked if you watch it too? It didn't look like he knew LeVar was going to start running. Like LeVar just left him in the dust
Yeah.
and then he just started like jogging. He's like, oh, there
My
he goes.
show.
I love it.
But the middle son's going to be a problem in terms of like he's not
He's
going
not
to
good
be.
enough.
He's going to be playing at UCLA, and LeVar said he's going to come back to the draft next year because his son's going to be one and done. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen.
Also, the Big Baller brand, I think that's going to become like a gigantic brand.
I got the shoes on the way.
You do.
They ship in
They-
November though.
Yeah, they
Order
probably
them
have
like
to come
month ago.
down
They
a
don't
little.
ship it till November.
Because they're backlogged or that's
Come
just...
down a little.
Only like 400 people bought them.
They're $500 shoes.
I'm not. That's. I don't know who the fuck's going to buy 400.
Big ballers.
Big Ballers.
Are you a big ball? I'm a big baller. Come
I'm
November.
not
You're
no
a
big baller.
It's the most exclusive shoe in like the world. I seriously, they only sold 400 pairs.
Well, I don't know if that is exclusive
It's
or
exclusive.
it's just
No.
they honestly
No.
could only
It's
sell
exclusive.
400.
Could I buy a pair now?
Yes.
Are they still available?
Oh, I'm going to buy a pair.
And you know what? If you buy a size 14 and up, another $200, an even bigger baller. So just walk around.
You
in a
might
size
have to
14.
just stuff your
But-
shoes.
So Coley got those, but he's out
More.
because he's a Laker.
Oh, no, but you got to be in.
No. He's already proclaimed himself out. He is now a small baller You're out.
Kevin, I'm the biggest baller because
You-
I bought them and then threw them in the trash.
Is it
That's a
logo
stunt.
3 Bs?
Yeah.
That's a great logo, too.
It's so bad.
I love
The
it.
name, it's so, I mean, I love
Big
it because
ball.
it's so bad.
But it works for him. Like, are you a big baller? Like,
It's one of the best like answers of all time. He's just like Hubs was telling me, someone ran into him on the street when he was in Brooklyn for the draft, and they said, "Why are you in New York?" And he said, "Because I'm a big baller, baby." That's his answer for everything.
LeVar?
Yeah, like not I'm here for the draft for Lonzo. He just said, "Because I'm a big baller, baby."
And he had the line at the draft when they're like, "How are you going to get 2 other kids drafted?" And he's like, "Ball control." It just like
Ball control. We
everything
should
he
put that on a
says.
t-shirt right
Yeah.
now.
all right.
Just jack the
We're-
whole-
So
the whole
everybody's
thing.
in now on LeVar.
Oh, yeah.
What about you? Got your ear to the grindstone for NBA, right, Rapaport? You act like you do. What what are like the guys who were has everybody turned now and like him?
I'll tell you this: the people that I've talked to, and I'm not going to name names, but the people I'm not because it's not. It's not
What
my
do we
place.
hire you for?
Like
We hired you to name
that
names.
Seinfeld
I'll get him on
episode,
here.
the
I'll
Chinese
get him
food.
on the podcast.
All right, name names.
Ping's Dynasty.
I'm gonna get him on the podcast. The older dudes, they don't like him.
The older dudes don't like anyone.
No. I'm not talking about.
true.
Like,
I'm not talking about my age. I'm talking about the dudes that are not like his
Just give me, like, a
contemporaries.
Like
possible
Oscar
name.
Robinson.
dude, you see what I'm saying though? Like Shaq has a problem with like every
He
center
talked about
now.
his son.
Right. Oh, he did?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Oh,
that
LeVar?
is a joke now.
Yeah.
I mean, once you enter the ring, the square, the WWE.
Oh, Shaq can't joke. Shaq's the fucking biggest. Like, I'm
Yeah.
the funniest guy in the world.
I'm not saying that was even one of the people that I would talk to, who I've talked to personally.
sounded it.
No, that wasn't it.
I think Shaq was it. I think
Yeah.
Shaq
no,
was the
that
one,
wasn't
Mike.
it. That wasn't
Also
it.
found out Shaq's a small baller. Can't be part of the big baller brand.
You found that out?
You just told us. Quote. Make a quote board.
All right. Another big story.
So they don't fuck with him to give you. They don't. They're not like. They're not into it.
That's too bad because he's great for wrestling. He's great for basketball. He's great for comedy.
Lonzo just better be good though, because if Lonzo is
Yeah,
a
it's
bust,
all
that's gonna be a
fun and
problem.
games
No.
until you score 6 points and you go 2 for
Yeah.
14 and
It's a lot of
Kyrie
pressure.
Irving.
I think LeVar
lot
Ball
of
will live
pressure.
on forever in entertainment, but in the NBA, it might be a problem.
The,
if his
the,
son's
the,
stink.
the entertainment's going to get real bad real quick.
If he can't back it up.
Yeah, but
if his son can't back it up.
LeVar
for him.
Ball,
Immediately.
LeVar Ball may be setting up like Bobby the Brain Heenan. So even if his kid doesn't work, he may get a stable. Of
He
it.
might turn heel on his own son.
Right, and get like guys as they come
Promoter.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He might. De'Aaron Fox is gonna be my guy now. Fuck,
yeah,
fuck
like
Lonzo,
you're right.
I'm out on
Right,
him.
that would be unbelievable.
Right?
Actually
He's
have
an
a
AAU
stable.
coach, right?
Yeah,
So there you go.
and just get like his
Lonzo
own
out
stable
this
of
guy?
guys, and he's like an agent. I mean, even stuff now I
what
go
a
back
guy.
and I look at, like when he was playing that pickup game, he threw like the ball off the backboard.
No,
to
that was a
himself.
plan. Don't give him. He's not like some
That's
fucking
funny.
foreseeable genius.
He is.
No,
That was like-
he
that's
really
That's
big
big
years
thought.
baller
ago.
brand type stuff.
Nah.
Oh, and we didn't even talk about his father. They're the Mandelbaums. So LeVar's dad said
Mandelbaum.
that LeVar would have beat Michael Jordan one-on-one too. They just keep going. The balls just keep going.
Shout out to the Mandelbaums trying to pick up
Yeah.
the TVs, right?
Yeah.
In Seinfeld. John, all right, so John McEnroe in the news because he said Serena Williams would be the 700th best female tennis player in the world. I guess feminists aren't happy about this. So I don't know
Well,
who's
why
happy.
not? Why not?
They-
Blame God.
I saw you.
And you know what? She'd be 700th, and Steffi Graf would be 786.
I have no.
And Venus would only be 713. The feminists want to get upset about every fucking thing, and it's really, and I don't know if there's any up here. I would love to talk to them. The male feminists, and I got a message to the male
Do we
feminists.
have any
White
male
knights.
feminists
The white
in here?
knights is what they are. They white knight.
Well, no, because what does that mean?
What's the
That
term?
means they like
virtue
they
signaling?
virtue
Any
signal.
male
They're white knight.
feminists?
They basically like speak.
Any male feminists working here?
The male feminist, that ain't gonna get any.
Yeah.
Being a male feminist is not going to get you any extra pussy. I want to let these male feminists know that. That's
true.
And the fact of the matter is that in sports we make comparisons all the time. Brady's better than Aaron Rodgers. LeBron is not as good as Michael. But when it becomes men and women, it's this whole misogyny, cultural. There is even race thrown into this argument. What he said is totally true, totally valid. Why don't we get mad at the NPR female reporter that brought it up? She asked him the question, he simply answered it. And McEnroe has been on the front lines being the biggest champion of the Williams sisters for 20-something years. And now all of a sudden he's all these different things. And then there comes back, people say, well, she could kick your ass, Rapaport. Like that has any fucking thing to do with it. Of course she could kick my fucking ass. The feminists, where were the feminists celebrating when Diana Taurasi became the WNBA all-time scoring leader? Nothing. They didn't care. They didn't know about it. But when it's something, when men, women, and they want to be divisive, it's a big thing. Lena Dunham, Amy Schumer, the rest of the feminists, they want to protest everything. They didn't say a fucking word when Diana Taurasi broke that record. Huh?
You don't like Amy Schumer?
I like Amy Schumer, but there's
Her movie looks really
Did not
good.
sound like
Shaq,
you liked
Her
Amy
new movie
Schumer.
looks really good, Dave. Wouldn't you say?
the Golden
that?
Ball one.
Her new movie looks
It
very
came
good.
Is that a
Wait.
churn flick?
Nope, but her new movie looks
all right.
really good.
I'm sure it made a lot of money. I'm sure it made. I'm just saying, like,
Planet of the Apes got like a bananas at 4 stars.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's excellent.
Wait, is that good? I never
That's
know
the
what
most stars you can
I
get.
don't
All of the
know
stars.
the Rotten Tomatoes and shit.
I
and the
agree with
thumbs up.
everything you said about this thing.
Oh,
I've always had, I think, like high school basketball teams would beat like WNBA, like
Absolutely.
All
Here's
star
the thing, though. You fell in the trap because I actually haven't seen anyone who's actually upset with what John McEnroe said.
No, I think they are because
They're
we
upset.
blogged
A lot
it.
of people are just like, "Yo, he
We
actually."
blogged it, so.
No,
we blog
but,
it.
They're
but
upset.
the NPR, like, if you read the transcript, the NPR lady her questioning was so leading and like kept on
Totally.
hammering at it. He basically handled it as best as he could, and then everyone flips out. But I don't know who everyone's mad about.
Is 700, by the way, even a number? It's probably way more guys could beat her than 700.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
I was reading on Wikipedia. In like '98, both sisters played the 206th ranked guy, and they said that he played a round of golf and had like a couple beers ahead of time, and he smoked both.
Dude,
The girl said
like,
it
and that was
herself.
98.
Serena did. Yeah,
I mean-
she said that Andy Murray could beat her in 10 minutes.
And I love
6-0, 6-0. She said it herself a few years ago.
And it's no discredit. Serena Williams is a game-changing athlete. It doesn't discredit her in any way, shape, or form.
But
I literally.
she had her tweets responding to McEnroe, so she's
Yeah.
playing into
she's
it
had
too.
this. She's had this back and forth with him for years. She's also probably a little grumpy because she's pregnant, as she should be, as she should be. But this whole thing that it's some
a thing.
divisive feminist
That's a
thing.
Fair.
It's true.
Yeah,
careful,
I mean,
Kevin.
And she's had back and forth with McEnroe over the past. But the fact that it becomes this misogyny and
I
all
don't
this,
think
it's a
it
bunch
did,
of,
though.
It did, man.
Really?
It
You know
did.
what? You know what? My thing, the weird thing too about tennis is, I think generally, if you go back, women's tennis is one of the rare sports that both men and women play, where like it
popularity.
stacks up popularity-wise
Right.
with men's.
Yes.
Where like women's basketball,
and that's why these things
because
come
actually
about.
they
Like-
don't hit you. What?
When Serena and Venus leave, when they finally
Yeah.
both retire, women's tennis will go into oblivion. There's
Ah,
no.
no,
Like,
you get
what
like
about
a
Martina Navratilova and
or
Chris
Anna
Everett?
Kournikova.
That was 20 years ago. I'm
Okay,
saying
but-
right
Yeah, but
now,
that's
there's
what
no
his point
American
is.
star.
Who
There's no,
watches
But
men's
somebody
tennis
will
right
come.
now?
Somebody's gonna come along and fill the void. I don't know, but I'm
not,
saying
not a Serena and Venus
no.
level.
But there was, I mean, there's been
international
a lot of them
stars.
since like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
There's always been
Yeah,
big
there's-
female
yeah.
tennis.
But there
names.
hasn't been any since Venus and Serena where it's transcendent.
What about
Yeah,
what is Steffi Graf?
Yeah, I just gave
Monica
you two.
Seles.
You're wrong on this one, Rap.
No, I'm
Sharapova?
not.
Yeah,
when they
Sharapova,
leave,
Kournikova.
like, I'm
Kournikova,
talking
yeah,
about,
you're
it's like
dead
what
wrong.
Tiger Woods did for golf.
No.
It takes it to a different playing field.
Right, but
women's
so now
tennis-
Tiger's fading, and there's Speed
There's a
and Rory.
fucking
and,
30
you know
for
what I mean?
30
But
on
it's
the
not-
Navratilova
It's not,
and Chris
it's not the
Everett.
same.
Yeah.
But
I-
also,
they-
women's tennis, there's going to be less great transcendent stars than in men's golf.
No, there'll always be a next.
Women's
who's there
tennis
right now?
is built
Dude.
because they don't hit it as hard, so there's longer, more exciting matches than
They
men's.
made the same argument after MJ retired, and the NBA dipped for a little bit, and then it came back.
Okay, then let's say Serena retires after she has this baby. Venus is already on the way out because of the injuries.
And there will be someone else.
Where?
In 5.
Women's
Where?
tennis.
Florida. I don't know. Where do they come
Yeah,
from?
you could have said the same thing with fucking Navratilova and Chris Everett and Steffi Graf and all these
Yes.
people.
We're talking
Like
way
nobody
too much about
saw
women's
Serena Williams
tennis.
coming along.
Drink
your fucking milk. Next topic.
Either way, the NPR lady was crazy. She basically said that she's the best athlete like ever.
In the world.
Get her
Yeah.
on the show. You need to get her on the show and grill her. Grill her, Dave.
Well, I will grill her, but the I didn't finish my point. Like, I hate do you defend the WNBA?
In terms of what?
Like when they should get equal, like
No.
Gino Auriemma, where not enough people watch women's hoop. It's because women's hoop stinks.
Yeah, but who
Stinks.
says
Product
that? That's
is
the thing I
terrible.
don't really understand. Like, who's saying
No,
that?
but they will. Isn't it kind of like
Yes.
I
equal
feel like
pay
this
and
is
shit
all
like
just
that?
like
Equal
we're
pay on
making
what?
up.
There's 1,000 people at the game.
Well, I know, but that goes all the way back to like college women's hoop, like Title IX and all that.
1,000 people at the game.
All right, so we're on
And
the
just
same
like in
page with that.
Hollywood,
You're wrong about women's tennis. though.
when the women actresses, when females are complaining that they should get equal pay, it's like, yo, it's all about it's all
Box
about the
office.
money. It's
Totally.
about the box office. It's not about if you're the biggest star.
But that's why, like women's soccer team, they have a gripe
They should get paid more
because
than
women's
people
right
like
because
it more.
people like the women's soccer team because
Yeah.
they're good, but they don't get paid as much.
You're a businessman. It comes
Yes.
down to the dollars and the fucking
right.
cents.
So some cases they have like the USA women's soccer has a gripe, the others don't.
It is more popular than the men's.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Right. All right. NBA awards. I didn't watch this last night. I saw the highlights. What?
Go ahead.
You just like come.
No, go
like,
ahead.
I mean, did you hear that
go ahead.
noise?
No, go ahead.
You just
You
like
go ahead.
eject-
I was laughing.
Rapaport was a very big fan. He loved how it was like 2.5 months before they gave out the awards, so he was very pro.
2.5 months and 2
2 days,
hours,
2 hours.
and 7 minutes before we found out.
that Russell whatever his name is.
Westbrook.
Mike Westbrook.
Westbrook.
He was the regular season MVP.
Yeah.
And the final statement on the 2017 season is who was the regular season MVP. All 3 candidates had been eliminated from the playoffs.
For like 6 months.
And all 3 candidates didn't win the championship. So who gives a shit?
This is the first year they did the show, correct?
And
Yes.
yeah.
And
And
Taylor Swift, what she got involved? She like wished
course she did.
West.
It was a little
Yeah,
joke.
I'm saying of
Twitter
course.
video.
Yeah, and then we had Bill Russell. That was like
was
went
awesome.
viral, and Bill Russell said he'd kick all the centers' asses. It looked like it was getting awkward for a second, whether it was like having a stroke, but then
Yeah,
it was
because
like,
it took a long time to get over that
yeah,
line.
but then
I got
it did
scared.
it. So I didn't see.
Drake
it.
was the host. I thought he was funny. You liked
He
him?
did good.
I thought he did well.
He's good.
I don't know. It's so far. I like forgot that they didn't give the MVP. I miss.
Yeah,
the
so did I, actually.
Yeah, and the MVP used to be great because they would give it out during the playoffs in the first round, so the home court could cheer the guy, and then it was also awkward. So remember when Dirk got his MVP when they were down 2-0 to like the Warriors?
No,
or
he
whatever?
got it. He got it
Or no.
after they were eliminated.
Oh yeah, that's right. So like that awkwardness, losing that sucks.
Yo, if you want it awkward, Russell Westbrook gave like a 25-minute speech.
Really?
The
That
NBA
was
guys, nobody cares about the
painful.
MVP more than NBA guys.
He was crying. Russell Westbrook was crying last night.
You're my role model. You're my role model. I look up to you, man. I truly look up to you. You're amazing, blessed. I'm so happy to have you as my brother.
I think to a man, very few of them have said you can win an NBA title or get the MVP. I think
lot
in
of them.
places they maybe not publicly, they'd say they want the MVP. Yes, Michael.
We had a conversation once. You talk about how the actors take themselves so seriously. You shit all over Meryl Streep.
I hate
Getting
her.
a 25-minute speech to win MVP makes the athletes look like Meryl Streep is like is never thought twice about herself. That thing last night was so over the.
How about when he
Dan
brought his
Antonio.
fucking teammates up on stage? I was like, dude,
Yeah,
you're
that
the
was
last
Taj
guy in
Gibson
the
who
world.
got traded from the Bulls halfway through the season, who probably doesn't even have Russell Westbrook's
He's
number.
like, these guys is my family.
But he
I'm like,
also, not all of them were there, and then he was like, well, these are my brothers. And like the other
Yeah,
ones were
it
like,
got
fuck
very
you, I'm in
awkward.
Saint-Tropez. I had enough of this shit.
Yeah.
Season's
But
been
it
over
made the
forever.
Oscars look like they don't take themselves serious enough. The NBA awards. And Mike D'Antoni, your team disappeared during the playoffs, and you're up there again. Like, you're all full of yourself. Your mustache is gone.
weird.
And your team, nothing. Why are we
Also,
giving this guy an award?
I actually
Where's
didn't-
Steve Kerr?
I didn't mind.
Steve,
that
what's
should have been
Steve,
an
what's
hour
Steve
long.
Kerr have to do with anything?
I'm
He
saying
won the
Mike
title,
Brown
right?
should have gotten an award for filling in for Steve Kerr and winning the championship. And it's like Mike D'Antoni. It's like,
And then the
Where's your
other hour
mustache?
was filled with like fake. There was like best assist of the year.
Oh,
best fucking.
Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
swear to
So
God.
it's basically the ESPYs.
Yeah, it
No,
was
no, no.
very SB. No, it was. It was an SB vibe.
there was an SB vibe, but it was.
NHL awards
They
do that
gave out
too.
a most
Yeah.
fashionable award to
Yeah.
an NBA player. This is a
so
real
bad.
thing.
But you know what? It was the Monty Williams shit was cool.
That was
the Craig
great.
Sager award they gave to Monty Williams. It was like very emotional.
Very,
it was
very
a little,
great.
It was all very dramatic. But I thought there was parts of it that were good and parts that was like, don't ever do this again. I didn't mind
they're
it though.
gonna-
I'll watch it
Or
again next
do
year.
it before
Don't
like
wait.
the
Yeah.
finals.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's awkward.
But I
But
guess
college
but the
football
problem
does
is,
that.
like,
They do.
nobody,
Granted, they have 2 months off,
that's
but they
the
do
thing,
their
because
awards.
like if you're in the playoffs, you're not going to be at an award show. You're focused.
Yeah, but
on
the
playoffs.
Super Bowl, they changed it. They do the Pro Bowl the week
Yeah.
before the Super Bowl.
And they do the awards that Saturday
But you're going to
night
get a lot of
before the
people
Super
who
Bowl.
just check out on it. Then.
Yeah, well,
know
the
what I mean?
teams
If you're still
play.
in the-
Yeah, the teams
But,
play.
you know,
But who
you're
cares?
gonna
That's the
miss a
same
lot
with the. That's the same.
You don't have a problem that the NBA gave an award for most fashionable NBA player in the league?
That's the NBA.
It is. The NBA is like this close to being the WWF.
And by the way, the NBA, like TNT, I love that crew. Like every time they show a game, they make a huge scene out of what the guys are wearing into the arena.
But they talk shit about it.
yeah,
You shouldn't be able to show up for an NBA game time and time again dressed in the same pattern as my shower curtain, and you get rewarded for it.
that's a different thing. It would be a better show. They'll never do that. But if you put like that
The
crew
roast.
and kind of made it a roast,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
You're real upset about that.
It really,
We had a lot of.
honestly,
You're
I-
upset about a lot of things.
No,
today.
that award show, like afterwards, I was thinking about it. After, of course, I watched the Big Three debut on FS1, which was fantastic.
We're gonna get to that.
No,
you
I'm
don't
just
have to
saying-
work that plug in. It's on the list. We're
Just
doing.
saying, I was telling him my truth, my reality.
We're literally. It's
like the
on the
next
list.
topic.
It's on the
I was
list.
sharing my truth with
It's
Big Cat
on the
down
goddamn
here.
list. And you
Sharing
just
my truth.
snuck in.
Sir, I appreciate the truth.
You don't have to
shared.
sneak in promos. You're
We
working.
sidebarred over here.
Appreciate the
It's
truth.
on the list. I have one more, and then we're getting to your thing. And,
I won't finish my thought.
well, you just go in order. We're gonna get to it. We're talking a lot because it came in, and you're like, it's too short. I want this to be like
Leave it
fucking
alone.
Kunta Kinte film.
Double VHS.
Whoa, I'm out on that. I don't know what that reference
Yeah,
was,
I know
but
what
I'm
it
out.
is.
That's super
Roots,
long.
baby.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
epic,
like 10 part.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
It scared me for
Or
a
like
second. I didn't know what
Schindler's
it
List
meant.
was a long
Yeah, right.
fucking over.
Yeah,
right.
right.
You mean
That's
like
what
that?
it
That's a good reference.
Better reference.
Yeah.
Or the Hatfields and McCoys, that was like 9 hours.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you're just talking about
Ken
law.
Burns baseball
Gandhi,
documentary.
Gandhi
just
was like 6 hours.
Yeah,
went for
I'm with
fucking
him.
ever.
I'm fucking out on the first part, what you said.
By the way, you want to go total side notes? We played in this golf tournament, and I don't know if you guys saw the tweet. It's pretty funny, but they put all of the guys playing on the fucking website. Frank
Frankie.
Borelli, they thought it was
Yeah.
Frank the Tank. It was unbelievable. They had Frank the Tank's mugshot
Frank
there.
the Tank tweeting his meals is
Oh, that was.
The
It's
Boston
next
Market Thanksgiving was
Thanksgiving in the middle of June.
incredible.
That's why he's the best.
Yep.
From now on, I'm going to take cell phones away before we start.
Guys, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I am right. You wouldn't. You know what? You want if you were on FS1, would you just be on your cell phone in the middle of the show?
That's true. You wouldn't do that.
Wow.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, you would not do that.
You mean if I was on FS1 for the Big Three? Like I was,
This video is unbelievable. It's this homeless dude with a shopping cart of trash that is falling all over the place. A guy, I've watched this video like 20 times. It's Penn Station, naturally, one of the worst places in the world. I can't tell. A guy comes out of the trash. It looks like he fell down, got tripped by the trash. If you look at he may be part of the trash. That's how crazy the guy who gets up, who gets caught in the trash, he may have been part of the trash in the shopping cart of trash. He had like a tattoo on his neck. That guy was trash. This is your city. It's trash. This doesn't happen anywhere but here, where just people are shuttling trash around like it's so valuable, and the trash is knocking people out.
I've been telling you guys this for
Yeah.
10 fucking years, and every time we see a new video, you're like, I can't believe this happened.
No, Kevin, you're
This is
real.
it.
Kevin, you admit it. This fucking idiot.
have you ever not been to the
fucking
Tenderloin District?
idiot.
And go to San Francisco, the Tenderloin District.
Yeah, San Francisco got it bad, but
Tenderloin
you.
District makes
What's
the
the
wor-
Tenderloin
The
District?
Tenderloin District in San Francisco makes New York City look like a sanitized place. I never seen anything.
What is the Tenderloin District?
It's a neighborhood in San Francisco.
Like a bad neighborhood?
It's a neighborhood that makes.
I mean, you can pick a bad neighborhood in
Anywhere.
anything, but New
No,
York,
no,
All of New York
bad.
is trash.
Yeah.
and
No, there's
disgusting.
not trash. You're
There's
from
trash
Chicago.
everywhere.
There is
What are you
trash
talking
everywhere.
trash
about?
everywhere.
There's absolutely trash
It's also
everywhere.
the trash hoarders, the people who have the train of
Yes.
trash.
See,
This
thank
guy-
you,
Fucking
Kevin.
shopping carts hooked together, and they just
What would you
train
do,
it
Rapaport,
around.
if you're taking the elevator at Penn Station, you just got wrapped up in some guy's.
That would be fucked up.
Have you guys?
That would be a video.
That would be fucked
Actor
up.
Michael Rappaport wrapped up in the trash at
I
Penn
would be.
Station.
I would be.
You get the cell phone,
I
do
would
all your
be-
rants
that would
coming
be
out of the
bad.
trash.
There's a corner right down the street. It's like 24th and Broadway. And we walk by it after we taped a podcast late at night, and there's a little corner, and we call it the club. And if you stand there and watch it, you can see no less than 30 rats in like 20 seconds. They just run back and forth all over the place. These rats just everywhere. That's the trash.
The meatpacking district, which is where I live, if I walk around there at night, without fail, 5 different people offer me Coke. I've never had it anywhere but
That's just the way you look.
Yeah.
You
Sure,
have
you
a
do have the
cokehead
look.
look.
I do have a Coke look.
I have a cokehead look.
I mean, it's not anything. It's not disparaging.
Yeah.
It
but
sounds fucking real disparaging.
Did you ever see the movie Less Than Zero
No.
with Robert Downey Jr.? Great movie. You have that look.
Mm-hmm.
They think that you're
I
like
don't know
that.
what the fuck
Big,
that
big
means.
nose.
No,
big nose.
it's
You
true.
fit a lot in there.
Is that what you're saying? I have a big nose, so I look
No,
like a crack
I
guy?
got a big.
Is that what you were
No,
insinuating?
no, it's
You're
just
Club
you
Dave
look
these days. You
wired.
dress Euro,
You have
Yeah,
a
you get the
wired
shirts.
look about you.
It's the shirt. He's not saying you're a crackhead. You look like a crackhead. You
The
look
shirt. It's a fucking t-shirt.
No, when
Like
you're
a Wall
wearing like
Street
your
guy.
nice
When you're
dress-up
doing Club
shirts.
Dave,
It's the hair
you
gel.
look like a Coke guy.
Yeah, you do.
The hair gel has a 90s vibe, which is very associated
That also,
with Coke.
Dave, that's not like a put down.
I-
It means you have money.
Boom.
Like
Coke
this
guys
guy.
have
Fine,
money.
fine.
This
Thank you,
guy.
Mike. Thanks.
Not
All right.
disparaging.
Coke guy. Look like a Coke guy. Love it.
No, like a cokehead. Not Coke
Get it
guy.
right.
Cokehead.
That's
That's a
disparaging.
little-
Coke
no,
guy
I
is
like
much better
it.
than
That's-
Cokehead.
Yeah.
Cokehead
Cokehead's
a
sounds
little
like
Oh, is he
maybe
Coke guy
that
or
went from
Cokehead?
like money to maybe
guy's
you
Cokehead.
like
No,
a
he's
bum.
not.
Yeah.
I'm saying he.
He
I can
looks
see
like you're
why.
not, but you
You
look
can't
like
say
you're-
cokehead.
Cokehead does not sound
Is that offensive to
complimentary.
cokeheads? Are they
Yeah.
gonna protest
No,
the
but-
fucking show?
No, I'd just rather not be called like, yeah, you look. This guy looks like a
No,
cokehead.
you have a look
No,
of a
but
cokehead.
no,
You have
but
the
you
tan.
gotta understand.
In New York City, you have the impression like you were. If I didn't know you, and he said, "What does this guy do?" I say, "This guy
Cocaine.
works on Wall Street. He's got a house in the Hamptons." And the giveaway would be the hair
thing.
gel.
He does coke.
That's all a
But
good
you-
thing. But then Cokehead
Yeah.
kind of sounds not so
Coke,
good.
Coke guy means he has money. Cokehead means he's sucking
Yeah,
dick
Coke
for
guy.
Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I fuck
a
with
Coke
Coke.
guy.
Like
Yeah.
that I
He
can live with.
parties.
Coke
You know
He's
he's a
a
party
Start
guy.
doing
Okay.
a lot of Coke.
He's a party guy.
You just have to embrace this and just do a bunch.
Well, not if it. I don't like Cokehead. I don't think under
No,
any,
I don't either.
any situation like Cokehead's like someone who's looks like they're totally out of their mind.
You're a party
fucked
boy.
up.
You're Club Dave.
Yeah, you're
Club Dave.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's all right. That's okay.
All right, let's go to
You'll
this.
be all right.
I am
You'll be
all
all
right.
right. You'll be all right.
Let's go to this
Drink it. Drink it.
3-on-3 on FS1. You want to talk about your thing?
Go ahead, talk about
I
it.
guess it was sold out, which is crazy to me. You were there. Coley was there. You said 2 good games, 2 bad games.
No, I didn't say bad. You did not say bad. I said 2 good games.
We're getting corporate Mike now.
No. But 2 games. 2 games weren't as. The first 2 games were everything that
How many
anybody
teams
that
are in the league?
8 teams.
8
The
teams,
first 2
4
games were
games in
everything
the-
you would have imagined and wanted for the big 3. They were competitive. They were physical. They were fast paced. The other 2 games, they just weren't. The matchups weren't as good with those games.
Let me ask you this: why are they doing?
They sound like bad games.
First to
I'm
60?
not on my phone to text. I want to find a picture
Why do
of
they
you
do
'cause
that?
I think you were wearing something that looked awful. Keep going.
Why do
I
they
wore
do
a shirt.
first to 60?
Is that it?
No, it's a time limit and then first to 60.
So just whichever happens first.
Yes.
Is it
'Cause-
winners?
Yes. No, it's not winners
but
ball.
it's win by 2. So like Deshaun Stevenson.
It's not
had,
make
like-
it, take it.
But he had like a walk off, not like a buzzer beater. It was like this goes in, it's over.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. But
Well, they
the
do
rest-
that a lot, though, like games to 11. I mean, that's how they do
but
like
just-
playground.
But 30
Yeah.
for the halftime, 60 for a game is just kind of.
Deshaun Stevenson got busy. You remember Deshaun Stevenson?
Yeah, sure.
He
How was Iverson?
Iverson was good. Iverson shot like 1 for 9 or 1 for
That's
12.
good.
Does not sound
But,
good.
That's good.
But when he played in the league, he went 1 for 12 all the time. I don't know what the big
Well,
deal
what
was.
I- what-
all the time.
This
and then
is
the
some
next,
spin zone.
Maybe
Iverson,
what
one
our
of the great
correspondent
players of all
said
time.
Yeah, but
was that
Iverson
Iverson took himself
He
out
went
pretty
0 for-
early.
He went 0 for 12 from the field all the time.
and
That's
he
why
would keep
everyone loves him.
shooting. He would drive Larry Brown crazy. He would keep shooting, but that's like
And then
he's
get
a-
hot.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
then he would finish like 20 for
Right,
for
did
38.
he get hot?
No, he didn't get hot. But
Oh,
I
he
mean,
didn't play so well.
he didn't play so good. But so what? He'll be next week. He'll play good.
Are you allowed to say anything remotely negative about anything that
Yes.
happened during?
Oh, you do you think that I?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're
I-
corporate
you just said
shill.
Iverson played well, but he was 0 for
Corporate
12 from
shill.
the
No,
field.
I didn't said he didn't play that well. I said he did not play that well.
Wow.
I don't think you said that.
No,
you
I'm
didn't.
saying they were saying, oh, he only was 1 for 12 or whatever he
pretty-
was, and I'm like, Allen Iverson that's what he does. He's just like, you act like he was like some high percentage shooter in his
He
prime.
was definitely better than 0 for 12.
Look
Definitely
up,
better than
get
0%.
some stats.
Get some stats.
Get some stats.
I didn't like your shirt.
Let's just
I'll say it.
rewind
I didn't
real
like your
quick
shirt.
whether he said he
That's a
didn't play
custom
well,
shirt.
because I'm pretty sure you said like he didn't play great, but he played pretty well. How was Iverson?
Iverson was good. Iverson shot like 1 for 9 or 1 for
That's
12.
good.
Does not sound
But,
good.
but,
good.
But when he played in the league, he went 1 for 12 all the time. I don't know what the big deal was.
Yeah.
Regular Iverson game without the second half to get hot.
Right.
But he'll be
Regular
fine.
Iverson first half when he played
This is
absolutely
an
terrible.
all-time
Right.
spin zone.
Right.
So the game just ended before he could get hot.
He took himself out.
And they won. Yes.
He took himself out.
Yes.
As I understand it, I don't think Iverson really wants to be on the court all that much.
Wait, when you say as I understand it, that's like
not
you
gonna
heard
agree with
something.
Can we just give a mic to Coley? I mean, he was there. Right?
How
Is
did-
that
by the
add
way,
a fifth to the-
How did you rate your own job as a reporter?
I thought my performance as a reporter, once I got over the Dr. J interview, I was good. Like doing the Dr.
I saw
J.
you on Instagram stories, which is a big deal now.
Yes.
You were saying you were a little nervous.
Well, I mean, to be sitting there at a basketball game in Brooklyn in front of a live audience, for me to be interviewing Dr. J, I was literally having an out-of-body experience. Like, he saw me before, and they were talking in my ear, but like, Dr. J, I'm older than you guys, posters on my wall. The first game that I remember going to at the Garden was 81, Knicks versus the 76ers, not to see the Knicks, to see Dr. J. So like to sit there and be like, I'm interviewing Dr. J where I'm on some sort of like same playing field. I was like, what the fuck is going on? What's that?
I mean, I think you're not really on the same playing field as Dr.
No, but I'm saying I had to be on
In
the
that
same
moment,
In
yeah. I
that
understand
moment,
what
I'm
you're
sitting there interviewing like I belong there, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want to like, what do you want a coffee? I'll get it
Right,
right, unlike the
right.
fucking intern at Barstool.
What do you, Iverson?
Iverson took himself out about 30 seconds
He's a player
into the game.
coach, so
Into the game?
Yeah, like he couldn't have gotten himself off the court faster. He, I mean, he when he was there, like the crowd, like he just walked out, like there was another game going on. The crowd went bananas for him, but even dribbling,
Who's
like,
the number 2 guy in this league?
is they like
Chauncey,
Chauncey's not even playing though.
well, he might play. It's not official.
White chocolate. What do you got?
White
Yeah,
chocolate.
Jason Williams, he got hurt.
looked good.
Kwame Brown is dominating because he's 7 feet tall.
He got hurt.
You got hurt
Yeah.
non-contact.
Mike
Kenyon
Bibby,
Martin,
Kenya Martin, Steven Jackson, like all those guys are like.
Rollo.
Rashard Lewis looked good.
There's a lot of good guys,
The
and
one-
then you have the superstars.
You know what I think is going to happen with this league is that since it started, like all these guys have been out of the league for a handful of years, 5, 6, 3. As this league continues, the ratio will get smaller. So a guy will be like out of the league, might finish playing and be like, I'm going to play the
It'll be
big
like a
3 in the
senior
summer.
tour.
And it's going to get more competitive. Like I guarantee you next year there's going to be other big names
What do you
like
get if you win?
money.
Yeah, how much?
I don't, shit, that's not my business.
Do any of the guys
Not
who are
like me.
playing in it?
Disclosed number.
Do any of the
I don't know.
No, but that's not
I didn't.
public?
I didn't even ask. I think it probably is public. Get one of the interns.
Someone want
Torrent,
to look
look
up
it
how
up.
much you get for the 3
do
on
any of
3?
the guys
Like,
who are playing have like beliefs that this is the tryout to get back in the league?
I think the younger guys.
Okay.
I think like there's a handful of younger guys
Kwame.
who, been on teams. Kwame should be in the NBA.
I agree. Kwame looked amazing out there.
And he's a good guy, and like he's had a crazy career, and like talking to him, and you see him, like I think maybe he would be the only one who I would think maybe, but he's also made so much money. But there's younger guys like Razul Butler, who was played, everybody knows his name.
Mo Evans.
Those guys should still be in the NBA.
Mike, do you want to tell them how your interviewing tactic when you got guys so they can't run away from you? You were like trying to pinch nerves in people's necks.
You know what it was? The reason why I was putting my hand on them because I didn't want people to see my hand shaking. Like I was fucking like, oh shit, I'm interviewing Allen Iverson.
That's not what you said earlier, though. When you were talking about
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J, you didn't want him to leave because you were doing it in the middle of the Iverson game. You wanted to
No,
watch
I
the
didn't want
game
him to
and-
leave, but also like and I've known his friends call him Todd. I've known Todd for like 20 years. But like, just
That was maybe my favorite rundown moment of all time.
what do you say?
Todd.
So, but of course,
call Todd.
when I was showing it to the world, I call him LL because, I want to present that. I want to know that we're actually, like good friends. But because it was really because I was nervous. I was like nervous. But the grossest
You
thing
should start
about,
calling him Todd. You should start
he
calling him Todd.
wouldn't
in public.
bat an eye. People call him Todd.
It's like when Wilbon calls Magic Irvin.
I'll start doing that. The thing that was the biggest sort of the biggest reality check moment was that my shirt that you were insulting.
Yeah, it looked bad.
When I was like interviewing the guys guys were sweating through my shirt. Ooh. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking vomit. Like Reggie Evans, I love
Probably
you.
standing too close.
You're standing too close.
But I was like, had the mic there, like, you know, and they sweat through my shirt. Other people sweat on my shirt.
I understand. That's again.
Like, just take a
I would
step
say it's
over.
an interviewing tactic that probably you are not doing correctly because for a long
Just
time
don't
NBA
stand that
guys have been
close.
interviewed.
Like
You're
yo,
hugging-
basketball players
like I
get
can hold a mic
interviewed all
like,
the time.
and we're not
Hugging
But
a
it's a
sweaty,
tight shot.
sweaty guy.
You can't hear very well because it was very loud in the arena.
That's disgusting.
Again, I think a lot like there's been lots of filled arenas, lots of basketball games where the
Nobody-
I
reporters
think
aren't
that they
there.
do that, like Kristen Ledlow and them. I think they get sweated on.
Okay, all right.
Hugging a sweaty guy and being like, wow, I got sweaty. That's really what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
You're liking that milk.
No, I didn't get sweaty.
Yeah.
They sweated on me through my
All
fucking
right.
shirt.
That segment was brought to you by Michael Rapaport and the Fox
Big three.
FS1 3-on-3.
Is
Last
Peter Chernin Fox?
he used to be.
It used to be, yeah.
So
He used to be.
you want, yeah. Go ahead.
This British guy gets smoked by a bus. Smoked. Gets up. It says he goes into the pub and have a drink. I don't think we know that.
I don't think that's true.
But he did get up.
Yeah.
And I do feel like there's something though when you get hit with a bus, the big metal part, it doesn't. I don't know why I feel like that has a little bit of a give. Like well, it's not only that. If a car has like the hood,
You, like,
it
flip
snaps
over
you.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
This
it
was, like,
bashes
flush.
you, so it's like it's a pancake, but
Yeah.
your body. He didn't see it coming, so he's in a. You know, like it's like a dog or whatever. If your body's relaxed,
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
spaghetti-ish.
Right.
So if you get hit, you don't know it's coming flat. This guy gets up.
I could also see him being dead like today, though. Like a delayed.
That's not on us.
thing.
We don't know that would be the case.
He's
So
fine.
that's
He's
too
up.
bad.
He's good. That's a blogging dream.
Yes.
When someone gets hit by a bus or a train or something and they get up, it's like I can talk all the shit I want. Let's go.
Do you guys ever get in contact with these people?
How are we gonna get in contact? He's probably dead.
He's English,
should, though.
too.
Yeah.
We should like
Well,
get
if
the
he's
guy that got
English,
hit by a
he's not
bus on the
dead.
show.
What do you
No,
mean?
we don't. We don't do it, but not a big follow-up organization.
No.
I'm just saying, like, that guy, when you see that video, if you can get him, that would be a cool interview.
would
It
like
would
to
be
know if
funny,
he
like
actually went to get a
react
drink.
too, like highlights without rights with
Yeah.
him, like getting smashed by a bus.
That would be cool.
Yeah, real cool.
Hopefully he's okay. You don't want to
Hopefully.
just like
Get your intern on this.
Yeah. Oh, people for real. Anybody out there? We need a. You got to pick somebody to go through and pick your intern, unless you want your guys to do it.
if they could get this guy for an interview.
Well, geez,
all right.
do you want your
No,
guys?
so that's
You have a
perfect.
couple
That's
guys.
the call to action. If you can
No.
get this interview, then you can be Mike Rapaport's half a New York intern.
Your question is, do I want? No, I want your guys.
You want us to pick an intern. So we
Do
need
you
to
want
put
an intern to
in.
pick an intern?
Vet. First, I need the vet. I don't want a guy who talks a lot.
I'm saying, do you want us to vet or you want to
You
vet?
do the vetting.
Okay,
but
I'm not,
based
I'm
on
not
this
gonna
fucking
vet for
crew
your
that you
intern.
have here,
But we have enough people
Do
in
you
here.
wa-
Somebody should
Yeah.
raise their hand and be like, we're going to
Do you want an intern to pick your intern?
Yes, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like that guy right there.
Yeah.
You know what? He might be your intern, to be honest.
You
but he
pick,
might
you
pick your
pick
intern.
Michael Rapaport's intern. Okay.
You like that?
why doesn't he be my intern?
Okay, yeah.
Which
yeah.
one? The one that.
The torrent guy.
This fucking guy,
Bob.
Joe.
Bob John Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
All right.
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, take Texas
All right,
intern.
you
Texas
have him.
isn't doing
He's
anything.
That's
yours.
it.
What is Texas having you do?
No, you're.
Now you're now
his
Michael
intern.
Rapaport's intern.
Yeah.
Only when he's in New York.
Yeah, you're
When he's in New York, you're
Yep.
at his hip.
You're Rapaport's intern. Sorry, Tex.
There you go.
I like that.
Got your intern taken.
That's why he came up. We just assign interns
That's how
like that.
Barstool does it.
You guys, that's your guy. That's
I like
John.
this guy. He
You-
looks
will you maybe consider
So this
taking him back
guy
to LA
was
with you?
illegally torrenting shit in our
Yeah.
office a couple weeks ago.
He'll live in LA in like 6 weeks.
He'll make anything
He'll
you
just
want. You
become
know what?
Rapaport's
You
guy.
want the craziest story about this guy? Ready? He's Texas intern. Last summer, where were you working?
For NASA.
NASA.
NASA
You went from
to
NASA
Tex to Rapaport.
Texas to Rapaport's intern.
That's
It's a little bit of an up and down. At least you're trending upwards
That's a
again.
wild
What were you doing at
From
NASA?
NASA to Texas, the worst thing I've ever heard.
I was building a drone for like
Outer space? For outer space?
I should be his intern.
And he's fucking. He's.
You're,
All right.
you're fucking your life up. man.
Yeah.
That was dumb. That was stupid. That was not a
Well,
good
I
idea.
Well, no,
remember-
he's okay now.
What's his major? He has like a crazy major. I remember him. He made like YouTube.
I'm doing aerospace engineering. So it's not. This isn't very relevant for my future.
How old are you?
You know what though? He just did a step up because he went from NASA, then
Yeah.
all the way to the bottom with Tex. Now he's back up to you.
NASA. What did
Yeah.
you say? He was an astronomical engineer.
Yeah.
That
aerospace.
fucking guy Tex has an intern.
Yeah, which is stupid. So now it's your intern.
Yeah. Tex is gonna hate
stole
you
the
though.
NASA guy.
Tex will hate you now forever.
What are you gonna say, Tex? Come
Tex-
on
Tex
over
is
here.
gonna-
No, you're Rapaport's intern.
No,
you're right.
No.
Tex, he's
It's
now
over.
Rapaport's intern.
You lost your intern. That's it.
You lost your intern.
You had the NASA guy, and he just slipped right through your fingers because Rapaport. No, I know you didn't. That's the problem. You didn't do shit. You just
You're
lost
my
your
intern.
No.
No, don't start this, dude.
It's already done.
It's over.
It's already done.
It's been decided.
All right. Y'all better learn not to fuck me over. That's all I'm saying. All right. So now it's on, fat ass. It's on.
What? Why aren't you talking shit to Rapaport?
Cause
He's the
you
one who
gave
stole
him the
him.
one.
It was a Rapaport. Boom.
It's basically like he took your bitch and gave your bitch to me. So it's like the disrespect is coming from all different angles. I can't even.
Welcome to Barstool, man.
We need somebody. We need somebody who's good at math to figure out the mathematics on that. He took your bitch and gave your bitch.
You know who's good at math?
But the thing is,
me?
he's playing checkers. I'm playing chess. Get ready for it, fat ass. All right. Sweet,
All right.
sis.
All right, that's the rundown. Was that long enough for you, Rapaport?
Yeah, I just appreciate that I got myself an
An
intern.
astronaut. You got a fucking astronaut. You came in here like, well, Barstool doesn't do anything for me. By the end of the show, you had a fucking astronaut.
You're an astronaut intern.
Yeah, aerospace engineer.
That's a good selling point.
Yeah, it is.
Shit.
All right, that's the rundown.